In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a jump pad elevator that you can use to quickly traverse vertical distances in a short and fun time. Whee! Hello my friend and welcome back to Satisfactory. Today we're going to be looking at a jump pad elevator design that I spotted on GIFCat. I searched and searched and searched for the author of this invention and looked around for videos, and there's nothing out there. And I worked on this all day in stream, actually for 2 streams, until I finally got the design right. The original design looked something like this, and it did not seem to work when I tried it. There's a bunch of variations that we're going to talk about, but this is my working design currently, and it works pretty good. I think it may have to do with a few things, but let me show you how it works first. So all you have to do is get on this conveyor belt Mark IV. It's going to launch you into this jump pad, and it's going to spring you all the way up. So here we go. And that's all there is to it. Now, I don't have to put the jelly pad here. I just did. But that's the premise of it. It just brings you up. Now, naturally, if we would have done this one here, the spacing in between the jump pads would have been a lot faster. And that's what my original idea was. But since I have the jetpack on, I can actually take this down and I'll show you what happens. Oh, that was weird. So I'll get on this and it goes right above. So the idea that you can bring maybe a half block up would be something, but every once in a while you can actually get it to where it works correctly. See that? And I just hit the side. So I think it might have a little bit to do with the type of momentum that you get going into the jump pad, because right there I just jumped from the side, and the original GIF just shows somebody jumping on the side like that. So it's really hard to predict whether it's the place that you land on the actual jump pad or the momentum that you have going into the jump pad, as well as the height placement. But as you can see, it's really, really inconsistent. And I don't know about you, but if you're going to be using this as an elevator, you want consistent. So I made sure that the conveyor belt was the consistency for speed and landing. And every once in a while, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, this doesn't work 100% of the time, but its success rate is pretty much 99. See, that kind of felt like I was too high on one, but it happened to work anyway. So it's a really, really quick and fun way of getting up to a large platform or anything that you have, instead of climbing a ladder or using a jetpack or building a ramp like the one I have over here. Yeah, just to show you, it's absolutely ridiculous to be able to get up here, and that was my original design. Or you could have done stackers like these, and there's a ladder on the side, but that's a pretty slow process as well. And that jump pad elevator, if you have the technology to do it, is really nice. Let me kind of show you how to build it. So for this design, you want to have a lot of concrete on hand, and you're going to want to go as high as you need to go, with the design that's 4 wide in between, and then you're going to want 2 borders. Because I already have a border, I'm just going to go ahead and use that one and then come out with this one. So now what I have are essentially 2 columns that stop me from going out of bounds here. This one that was already there, and this one that I just put. And I have a spacing of 4 in between. Now all you need to do is just set down your foundations right here, and maybe a ramp just to give yourself some access to the side. Next, we're going to need a small ramp just so you can use it to easily get on the conveyor without jumping. Once you have your ramp done, you're going to want to put down a tilted jump pad, and you're going to want to align it to where it's the furthest in it can go towards the wall and the furthest back it can go towards the wall. And you're going to want to place it. And then you're going to take a conveyor pole and you're going to line it up with the center. And you're going to get as close as the conveyor as you can get to the jump pad. And then you're going to line it up with the center right here, as close as you can get it to your ramp. Now you're going to run your conveyor belt Mark IV from the ramp to the other conveyor. And when you get on it, it's going to launch you onto the jump pad as close as it can get you at the right speed. For testing purposes, I'm just going to lay down a couple of the power lines here just so that we can power things. Next, what we'll do is prepare the 8M by 2M foundation. And as long as you have a jetpack, this works really, really well. If not, you'll have to be a little bit quicker. But you'll soon be able to figure out how to troubleshoot it. But the jetpack does make this build a lot easier. Anyway, let's go ahead and hit the deal, and we'll see that it probably needs to be right around there. So let's see if that was correct. Let's go ahead and place another jump pad. We're going to do it as far as we can in and as far as we can to the side, just like so. And we're going to power this thing as well. And this is actually in the way, but that's no problem. Let's go ahead and power this sucker. We'll try it just by going backwards here. So it looks like it actually needs to be one lower, so that's a good measure for it. Let's go ahead and do the half foundation like... There we go. And I'm going to end up taking so much damage here. Okay, so now all we have to do is delete that and go up there. All right, that looks like it's going to be it. Let's go ahead and put the tilted jump pad again. As far back as it can go. Take away the power, reconnect it, and try it again. And it looks like it's still one too high. No problem. We'll just take the last bit and place it one half lower. Let's go ahead and deconstruct it one last time. And third time's the charm. There we go. And you would repeat that process, so on and so forth. Now, I know this wasn't the most organized tutorial, but it's only because I think that if you took my exact measurements, it may be different in your world. Since I took this off of a model exactly, and it did not function as properly, and I did this one manually just with the methods that I just showed you there, I think it's much more reliable to do that. But feel free to try it. Feel free to copy my design and put it in your own world and test to see if it works, and leave me a comment below. Also, feel free to drop by my stream on twitch.tv/Zueljin, where I live stream Satisfactory as well as other variety content all the time. I hope you guys enjoyed the build and the design. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.